If you're a homeowner wondering, should I sell or rent my property, you're not alone. This is one of the most common questions property owners face. Maybe you've been trying to sell, but you're not getting the offers you expected. Maybe you own a rental property and you're wondering if now's the time to cash out. Or maybe you've never rented a home before and the idea of becoming a landlord feels overwhelming. Today, we're going to break it all down for you. We'll cover what to do if your house isn't selling, how to decide if it's time to sell your rental property, and what first-time landlords need to know before they rent out a home. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools you need to make the best decision for your situation. Let's get started. If your home has been sitting on the market and isn't selling, it's important to figure out why. Let's look at a few key factors. First, ask yourself what's happening in the market. Are we in a buyer's market where there are more homes available than there are buyers? Or is it a seller's market where demand is high? Interest rates also play a big role. If rates are high, fewer buyers may be able to afford your home, which means fewer offers. Another important thing to check is pricing. Are homes in your area selling at the price you're asking, or are they sitting on the market like yours? If the market is slow, you may need to adjust your expectations, consider home improvements, or wait for conditions to improve. Next, think about your holding costs. Every month that your house sits unsold, you're paying the mortgage, property taxes, and utilities. If that's starting to feel like a burden, renting your home out may be a way to offset those costs until you can sell later. If selling right now would mean taking a loss, renting could be a smart short-term solution while you wait for the market to improve. Finally, consider your long-term goals. Do you need cash now, or is your goal long-term financial stability? If your home is in a high-demand rental area, it might make sense to hold on to it for a few years and build wealth through rental income. On the other hand, if you're ready to move on and simplify your finances, selling might still be the right choice. Whatever you decide, understanding the market and your own financial situation is key. If you own a rental property, you might be wondering, should I sell now or hold on to it? Here are 3 things to consider. The first thing to look at is numbers. Are you making positive cash flow after paying the mortgage, maintenance, and expenses? Have rents in your area been increasing, or are you struggling to keep up with rising costs? If your rental is generating a strong passive income, keeping it may be a smart long-term play. But if expenses are rising faster than your rental income, selling could make more sense. Next, consider the real estate market. Have home values in your area significantly increased since you bought the property? If property values are at a peak, selling now might allow you to lock in a great return. But if rental demand is still strong, holding on to the property could mean even greater profits in the future. Lastly, ask yourself, do you still want to be a landlord? If managing tenants, handling repairs, and staying up to date on landlord laws has become overwhelming, selling might be a great way to simplify your life. On the other hand, if the property is still generating reliable income and isn't a burden, keeping it might be the better option. If you're thinking about renting out your home for the first time but you feel overwhelmed, you're not alone. Renting comes with a lot of responsibilities, but breaking it down into a few key areas can help make the process feel more manageable. The first thing to ask yourself is, how involved do you want to be? Are you comfortable screening tenants, collecting rent, and handling disputes? If not, you'll need to think about whether you want to learn the process or hire professionals to help. Owning a rental property means dealing with maintenance and repairs. Do you have an emergency fund for unexpected costs? Are you ready to take late-night calls if something breaks? Do you have a system in place to handle those issues? Lastly, make sure you understand the legal and financial side of renting. Do you know your state's landlord-tenant laws? Are you familiar with lease agreements? And have you considered how rental income will affect your taxes? These are all important things to factor into your decision. At the end of the day, deciding whether to sell or rent comes down to your financial goals, market conditions, and personal preferences. Selling makes sense if you need cash now, don't want to deal with tenants, or home prices are high. Renting can be a great option if it provides positive cash flow, allows you to build long-term wealth, or helps you avoid selling in a slow market. There is no single right answer for everyone, which is why it's always a good idea to talk with local professionals, like a real estate agent, financial advisor, property manager, or tax expert before making a final decision. I hope this video helped you think through your options. Thanks for watching.